Welcome all to the 115 edition. Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors Hockey brought to you by the Iron Fire Ironworks at ironfiremn.com. We are taking on Grand Rapids. So all that hubbub about maybe not being in the right. Who am I at here? What's this thing? I don't know what it's seeing here, but all that hubbub about maybe not seeing or getting good reception. It turns out I was in the wrong rink. There we go. But I think for the next game that we are in the Judd rink, we're in the Rydell. I was thinking they were flopped. I think I found a pocket of good reception there, but for some reason, if this thing falters out, I sent the message to all the parents. They could send it to grandparents and whatnot to go to the Red Pepper or something like that. If you Google it, they have free live streams here since they know that the reception is terrible. So yeah, you can do that if for some reason this starts buffering and you can't watch it anymore. If you can even hear it right now, I don't know. So I gotta put that score, I gotta reset the score. There. So last night, Grand Forks played Fergus Falls, and let's see, what did they do? They lost 7-4 against Fergus. So we will see how this goes. I guess I know they got a couple of pretty tall girls. As I walked by a couple of them, and granted they had skates, but they were as tall as I was. They got two goalies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like nine skaters and two goalies, so they got short bench. But here we go. We'll get underway here. On the face-off, starting center is Oim. Westfall on the offensive side with Horton. Face-off was taken by Grand Forks. LeBlanc on defense. Pushed back now towards Tome. Coming the other direction is LeBlanc. LeBlanc on a rush now. She's got a couple girls to beat. She skates past one. Strong side, left side. Skates in. Puts in a shot. Goal! Ashley LeBlanc starts off the score in the end-to-end rush and puts Brainerd Little Falls up early, 1-0, 20 seconds in. And I got to keep talking because to avoid copyright infringements, I have to talk over the music. That or else I have to mute it during the stoppages. At least that's what I heard. I was watching a Bantam game today, and that's what that dad did. I don't know if he got in trouble or what, but either way, nice job, Ashley LeBlanc. End-to-end rush. Takes it. Early scoring. Roman says hi, Claire. We can hear you. That's good, Claire. Icing. Claire had hockey this morning, too. Had to use someone else's stick because couldn't find hers, and I guess we'll have to look for it when we get home. So offenses or defense's own face-off coming here. They're not putting shots on goal up there either, so I'm going to take care of that too. Face-off taken by Brainerd Little Falls. Now back behind Delaney. Turl has it. Ooh, that's dangerous out front pass, but off the skate of dump rope to keep it back behind the net. Now back to Turl. Shovel passes up towards Rodmaker. Puck loose out front, but through the stick of one of the Grand Rapids girls. Now over to the far side. Welch kind of gets shoved into the boards, but puck still loose. Out dump rope trying to get the zone cleared right out at the blue line. Does get the zone cleared. Has a couple girls out in front of her, but poke checked away. Grand Rapids has it, sends it down off the skates of Isla Johnson. Blades of Glory, as we used to call her back in the day. Turl now with it on the far side. Nice cross-ice pass to Rodemaker, who catches it out front. She's only got one girl on the right side to beat. She's got a little bit of rush. Oh, kind of fanned on it. Couldn't quite get enough of it. Pushed over to the far side. Now back over to the far side blue line. Now Johnson at the point. Fires in a shot. Misses wide right. Puck loose now over on the far side. I'll probably zoom in a little bit too now. Turl has it. Dumps it down into the zone. But right to a Grand Rapids girl waiting on defense. Puck sent up the boards, waving off icing. tipped up, the referee says. Johnson has it, overskates it back behind the net. And McKenna Westfall trying to get it to Oim. Oim has it now. She's on a rush on the right side. Loses an edge, gets pushed down, and they call a penalty? A trip? Okay, we'll take it, I guess. So first penalty of the game coming here with 13:01 left in the first period. The penalty will be assessed to Grand Rapids, who I heard they had 14 penalties yesterday. So, hey, Eric, what's the girl we got to watch? 5? What number girl do we have to watch? 5? 6? That's good. 6. Amber Alert Eric did a little bit of recon yesterday, and he said number 6 scored like 4 goals or something, but she also had 3 penalties. Like I said, I think there was some talks I heard by our coach to our girls to not get involved or engaged in the penalties that very well could be coming if they had 14 yesterday, to kind of try to keep your nose clean, stay out of there, and just let them hurt themselves with penalties and don't get caught up in it. So power play coming. 1.5-minute power plays today. It was 2-minute penalties yesterday. LeBlanc, who's got a goal already, centering pass out front, trying to get a stick on it, was Oim, but couldn't quite do it. Back behind the net now, sent up. Number 5 skating with it, but pushed up. Now that is Tom waiting to get the zone cleared before she dumps it back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc just dumps it down, dump and chase. Johnson down, that's McKenna down there trying to give chase. Now up to LeBlanc at the blue line corner. LeBlanc puts a forearm shiver into the girl, trying to keep the puck away from her. Dump rope with 2 goals yesterday. Is skating up the far side now. She's got a little bit of room. Goes in front. Ooh, pushed off the puck, but she had it. Just kind of lost control at the last second, but nice move by Dump Rope. Now coming the other way is number 6. This is that girl we were just talking about that I got to watch, but Dump Rope does a good job of pushing her and then shoving her to the ice with a forearm shiver. Now near side. Advancing the puck is Rodemaker. Rodemaker gets poke checked away at the top of the face-off circle. Dump Rope trying to get after it now. Oh, and that girl hit the ice and then took a shot to the head. Was Turl, but she shook that off. Looked like a punch, but it might have been just one of those. Oh, Rodemaker's hitting the sin bin now. So we had 15 seconds left of the power play, but now it's 4-on-4 for 15 seconds, and then it'll go to 1:15 of power play for Grand Forks. So there's the penalties that we're talking about. 2 already in this game. I think they said 14. I don't know. I was assuming it was just on Grand Forks yesterday, but very possibly the game. I don't know. But 2 already for this game, and we've only been about 4 minutes in. So 5 more seconds left to 4-on-4. Sent down towards Delaney. Saved by Delaney. Picked up by Turl. Turl sends it out to the blue line. Sends it all the way down, and I see Turl hit the boards, but I didn't see what happened there. I just heard somebody say, whoa. Now it's a power play for Grand Rapids. All the way down. It's going to make icing. 1 minute left in the power play for Grand Rapids. 11:15 left in the first period. It's a nice rink, though. It's warm in here. Dump Rope on the face-off. Face-off taken by Dump Rope back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc fighting for the puck. Her and 2 Grand Force jerseys. Puck loose out front. Delaney pushed it up, and now to the point. Shot. Goal. Initially save, I thought, but hit the pad, bounced over. And a power play goal for Grand Rapids. Hopefully Delaney shakes that one off. It was a point-blank shot right out front, wide open. Had the positioning, just hit the pad wrong and bounced over. So 1-1. Penalties over now at least. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. On the face-off is going to be Dump Rope. Dump Rope wins the face-off. Back to Tome. Tome passes it up off the sticker. Automaker can't quite handle it. Now back to Tome. Playing catch back here. Tome looking for something to do with it now. Poke checked away in the corner. Centering pass out front. Taken away by Dump Rope. Dump Rope pushes it up the boards to herself. Skating across center now. There's a couple girls to beat. Parts the C in one of them. Puts on a move. Fires in a shot. Save. And a penalty coming. It appears. high stick. So another power play, so that's 2 penalties for them. I should be writing penalties down too. So another power play for Brainerd Little Falls, 1:30. 10:30 left in the first period, 1-1. Owen passes back up to Tome. Tome passes cross ice over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tried a one-timer slapper, missed wide right. Now down in the corner is Beal. Flung up against the far side boards. Couldn't quite put her stick down in time. Was Tome. They're waving off icing. LeBlanc's going to be the first one there. LeBlanc stops, reverses pass, sends it over to Oim, center ice. Oim gets the puck taken away, centering pass by number 9, but right to LeBlanc. LeBlanc up to Beal. Beal behind Oim, but Oim gathers the pucks, sends it up ice, skating over far side, puts on a shot, misses wide left, and Sniper took her down. Johnson kind of fanned on it, trying to get it to Beal, but Johnson gets it again at the blue line, keeps it in. Line change here. Turl skating back in. So is Oim. Dump rope skates back on. Coming the other direction. 32 seconds left in the power play. Poke checked away nicely by Dump rope. Dump rope's going to have one girl to beat, but she's going to have, another girl went on a line change, so she's skating all by herself. One girl came flying off the bench. Put a shoulder into Dump rope and sent her flying. Hands down though, and now goalie's like trying to trip Horton, it looked like, but Turl has it back out at the blue line, sends it down in, and it's going to be an offsides. So, neutral zone face-off. I can kind of see where all these penalties are coming from. Some rough play, and like I said, even the goalie trying to look like she was trying to trip one of our girls, but with her stick. Face-off is Dump rope in the neutral zone, won by Dump rope, back to Johnson. Johnson bangs it up the glass. Rodemaker can't handle it against the boards. Now back here to Johnson again. Johnson retreats, sends it cross ice over to Turl. Turl skating with it, gets the zone cleared, trying to get it up to Dump rope. Taken away by Rodemaker. Rodemaker turns, cuts up ice. She's got a little bit of room, but it's 4 versus 1. Puts in a shot, save, puck loose, rebound attempt. Back behind the net now is Rodemaker. Horton back behind the net as well. Grand Forks had it, but now Oim has it. She gets pushed up against the boards and tripped. And now sent up towards the blue line corner. We're back skating is Turl. Sent all the way down ice. And it's going to be an icing. So offensive zone faceoff coming with 8:35 left in the first period. 1-1. Kai-san says he will be at the gym and trying to watch while ellipticaling. Well, welcome, Kai-san, if you're ellipticaling. We're 1-1 right now with 8.5 minutes left in the first period. Quick goal by us, and then Grand Forks answered quickly too. LeBlanc takes it out in front of Delaney, goes up to the near side now, looking for something to do, passes cross ice to Lila. Lila dishes it up to Oim. Oim flings it up the board. She's going to try to get there before Grand Forks. Zone cleared now, but LeBlanc picks it up in the neutral zone. Sent down into the zone, but that's offsides. A lot of whistles so far. And it is 8:10 left in the first period. Rodemaker skating on. Dump rope's going to be on the dot. Beal over to the far side forward. Tome and LeBlanc defensive set. Taken by Grand Forks. Now sent down to Tome. Tome gets it pickpocketed. Number 9 skating across center ice. Shot, can't get it off because LeBlanc right there with stellar defense. Puts a shoulder in the girl. Now the girl's retaliating. LeBlanc retaliates back right in front of the referee, but didn't do anything. Up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker giving chase. You can try centering pass. Shot on net. Puck loose out in front. Goal! The garbage cleaned up out front by, I think that was Aaliyah Dump rope. Nice centering pass by Alicia Rodemaker. Puts one in to get the lead back for Brainerd Little Falls. So a nice play there by Alicia and Aaliyah. Man, I got to keep talking over Toby Keith. So Aaliyah, and let's see, it was, I should have written down assists that I know of. That was an assist for Rodemaker. So 7:30 left in the first, 2-1. Horton sends one back, hits the side of the cage, back up to the far side corner where Horton's trying to wrestle it away from one of the Grand Forks girls, but sent cross ice pass over to 18. Nice poke check away by Johnson. Johnson waiting for zone to clear. She enters the zone, fires in a shot, had that top corner picked out, pushed off a little bit by the goalie. Nice shot by Johnson, but couldn't quite get her to sneak in. Oh, Kai-san, welcome. How's the elliptical? Are your thighs burning? And that's because you're working out so hard. Puck loose on the boards. Oim tries to push it up to herself, but taken now by Grand Forks. Sent cross ice now to 16, who kicks it up, but it would be Scarlett who's getting hooked. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. I saw that one coming, so that's their third penalty. Assist. So a power play again coming. 2 minutes now. So now we got a 2-minute power play. It's been minute 30, the other 3 penalties. Huh? It's been a minute 30 penalties. Now it's 2. The first 3. See, I'm observant when it comes to hockey. So 2-minute power play now, but he's over talking to the scores table, the referee, so I don't know if they're going to switch it or what. But it was 2-minute penalties yesterday. I don't know what they're trying to decide. Look at that dog. Sleepy dog. Was yawning. He's waiting for the action to get going here. So still 2 minutes on the board. Face-off dump rope taken by Grand Forks, but couldn't quite handle it down in our zone. Or their zone, I should say. Dump rope has it now. Corrals it, skating with it back behind the blue line. Poke checked away, zone cleared. LeBlanc gonna back skate with it. And fans on it a little bit, but gets pushed off the puck. But she's a pretty tough gal. She sticks with it, tries to send it up to clear the zone. Dump rope loses an edge. Some people calling for penalty there. I couldn't quite tell. Now down here in the scrum, Rodemaker stick flying, hitting helmets, shot on net. Delaney pushes it off over to Tome. Tome with it now on the near side, bangs it off the boards. Sends it back behind and back up to the blue line. Another shot down into the corner. Now LeBlanc skating with it. She's skating up, passes it up to dump rope just out of reach, but Beal up there too. But dump rope's going to skate up past, pushes it up to the far side, and gets pushed down from behind into the boards. But arms staying down for the referees at the time. So he's got a minute left in the power play. Dump rope's going to skate across the face, fires a shot, save, puck loose, trying to get cleaned up by Beal. Shot saved by the goalie. Now sent up, now taken by LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating around now. Waiting for the zone to clear. Beal does get out of the zone. Rodemaker has it now. Tip pass, fires in a shot, wide left. Now over to the far side, skating around near side though. On a little bit of a slingshot engaged here. Loses control of it, taken away by Oim. Oim has it, it's a 1-on-4. Puts on a shot, center mass save. Puck still loose in the blue. Now covered up to freeze the puck with 5:05 left in the first period. 2-1, 28 seconds left in the penalty. On the faceoff is Oim. Oim wins the faceoff, back over to Welch. Welch puts a shoulder into a girl, but Grand Forks takes it now. Bangs it off the glass, trying to keep it in is Johnson, but can't quite get it. So it'll go all the way back around the other side, killing off seconds off the penalty. 14 seconds left in the power play. Oim at center ice. Oh, just about had it, but now zone cleared. Say she was about an inch away, and then that one was in offsides. So 1 second left in the penalty, or the penalty, or power play, I should say, for Brainerd Little Falls. Oim at center ice face-off. Westfall out there near side. Face-off over to Westfall. Just dumps it down into the zone. Lila Wheels Welch out there too. Johnson giving chase right now, having Turl over into the right side. Back behind the net now over to the near side is Westfall. Westfall tries to get it out of there, but sent back down into the corner. Centering pass across the face of Delaney. Now over to the far side where Welch is going to pick it up. Can't quite get after the puck. Dad's yelling, come on. Zone cleared now. Grand Forks stops in the center ice. 5 picks it up straight off the bench was Beal trying to get after the puck. And puck loose out front, tipped away now. Number 5 has it back behind the net. Shot gloved out of the air by Delaney. As she picked it off as it was going to be flying across the crease. 4 minutes left in the first. 2-1. Defense's own face-off coming. Dump rope on the dot. I noticed when I rewatch these too, my voice is very quiet. I have to have my volume all the way up. Is that how it is during the lives too? Centering pass off the skates of number 18. Now number 5 has it skating around. Puts a shot on net. Deflection. Puck shot. Goal. Delaney had it for a split second, I thought. But I couldn't see it behind that girl that was screening. And another goal. 2-2. I don't know what my shot, I think I'm off of my shot counts because right now I have 3 shots, and that's 2 goals on 3 shots. That's killing her percentage if that's correct, but we'll find out at the end with the real stats. Dump rope on the face-off taken by Grand Forks. Back now down to Tome. Tome tries to fling it across, knocks it out of the air as it was intercepted by one of the girls. Number 9 has it now out in front of the net. LeBlanc puts a shoulder into a girl, sends the puck off over to the far side. Back around to the near side now. Dump rope sends it up the boards over to Tome. Tome cross ice trying to get it up to Beal. Rodemaker turning on the Jets with dump rope. Sent off the boards. East Grand Forks going to take that one now, get the zone cleared. Over to the that's a boarding. How about the 10-minute one coming? Isla Johnson hits the boards hard. So now if that was a boarding a couple games ago on dump rope, how is that? It's just a cross check, 2 minutes. So I guess I don't understand what boarding is then if that wasn't boarding. And dump rope served a 10-minute penalty a couple games ago for something way less egregious than that. So 2-minute power play coming. 3:07 left in the first period, 2-2. Westfall loads up, fires a shot off the back of the head of Horton, and I thought it was going in, but it went over the top of the net. That would have been a goal for Horton and an assist for McKenna. That would have been fantastic. Back behind the net now. Oim fighting with it, or for it with Horton. Backing out of there is Westfall. Now can step up into it is Turl. Turl sends it across ice, center ice. McKenna got her stick tangled up as she was trying to fire in a shot. Now they're coming the other direction. Now coming on the near side. 5 put a move on Isla, but Isla poke checks it away. And it's going to be an ice unless it's touched up. Nope. So icing. Defensive zone face-off coming. 1:18 left in the power play for Brainerd Little Falls. Right now, I have marked down that Grand Forks has more penalties than they do shots. Face-off by dump rope back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends it back behind the net over to Tome. Tome tries to send it up ice, but off the skates of the girl in the face-off circles. Taken away now by dump rope, sends it up to Lila wheels Welch. Welch on a little bit of a rush. Has Rodemaker out front of her. Enters the zone. Puck taken away now by Grand Forks. Back behind the net now. Grand Forks sent over now far side. Trying to get after it is Rodemaker, and that was Lila in there fighting it away. LeBlanc sends it. Oh, tries to get it to Welch, Rodemaker, but through her stick. Now sent down near, back skating is number 5 with our number 24, Tome. Back behind the net now, centering pass, puck out front, knocked away by LeBlanc. Tome has it now, 28 seconds left in the power play, but we've been playing on our defensive side here for most of this power play. Dump rope showing a little frustration, pushing the girl over just because these girls are being so physical. Dump rope's doing the same thing back. Back skating is Tome, fresh off the bench is Oim. Skating now back is Johnson. 8 seconds left in the power play. Johnson skating it down. Enters the zone, goes over right. Looking for a centering pass, stops, reverses pass up against the board, sends it back to center, trying to get it to Oim. Oim tip passes it back over towards Westfall. Westfall couldn't quite get to it. Zone cleared, back to 5-on-5 hockey, and it's going to be an offsides. 1 minute left in the first period, 2-2. Oim now on the face-off. One over towards Johnson. Johnson bangs it off the boards all the way back behind the net. Giving chase is Tome. Beal up in the corner as well. Now back over to the near side. Grand Forks is going to send it up the boards towards Johnson. Zone cleared. Taken off the wall by number 3. She's skating in, loads up, fires in a shot. Pushed off with a stick of Delaney now over to the far side boards. We're getting bunched up over there. 4 white jerseys, yet Grand Forks comes out of the scrum with it. Puck loose out front. Now over to the near side face-off circle. 15 loads up at the point, fires in a shot. It snuck through, covered up by Delaney. As she was getting screened by 3 players. Saw that one, tracked it in. Covered it up to freeze the puck. 30 seconds, or 25 seconds left in the first period. 2-2. So a physical game so far. See if the ladies can play back up, pick up the physicality. I see some of them are showing some of the taking out some of their aggressions. Said these are some big girls that I saw standing there. Puck loose out front. Shot saved Delaney. Pushed back behind the net now over to the far side. Number 5 has it reversing pass. Puck still loose out front. Kicked up by Scarlett. And 11 or 6 seconds left. And offsides. So 4.6 seconds left. And neutral zone face-off coming here. Dump rope on the face-off. Wins the face-off over to the boards and just ties it up, and that'll be the end of the first period. So after 1, scores 2-2. I didn't see what was going on down there as people are going, ooh. And it must be assessing a penalty to one of the Grand Forks girls at the end of the period. Something happened there as our ladies, or our moms are cheering, yeah. That's 5 penalties and 5 shots. So their penalties matching the shots for what I have, but I think I can look on the game sheets, even though on the website it doesn't show the live scoring until you click on it, but maybe if I click on it, it'll show live scoring. Let's see here. Grand Forks, Brainerd Little Falls. Yeah, they just have the score on there, but no shots on goal. Box score doesn't show me a thing. So, yeah, I guess I have the goals by period. Ashley LeBlanc unassisted. Aaliyah with Alicia Rodemaker for our 2 goals. Maybe they're doing an impression of the Fonz. Oh, you could be right. Boy, my phone is way behind. I have it pulled up on my phone too, and it's still, girls are still playing on mine. But Zamboni coming out to hit the ice, so they must have cleaned ice in between. Between the final 2 periods of the last game, or second and third. Kai-sun says choppy at times, but still on, so you're good. All right, good. That's all I can ask for, I guess. So we're going to start the 3rd period, though, with a penalty or a power play, which we haven't done much with out of this will be the 5th one we've had, and haven't capitalized on any of them yet. So hopefully we can bury one home. So I'm going to mute us for a while the Zamboni cleans so I don't get copyright infringemented by YouTube. Stay with us. All right, ladies skated back out. Getting warmed up, stretched out for the second period coming up here as we're going to start the second period on a power play. Kaya-san asked, how's the 12 and 10U teams doing? 12U tied this morning 2-2. I can't remember if they won or I think they lost quite a bit last night. Our 10U teams both lost today. So maybe not going so hot on the that front for the 10s and 12s. I don't remember how they did yesterday though. So, but we got to go watch the 12s as they were playing at 10:15 this morning over at Gambucci. So we went and checked that one out before here. But their games are. I think their games are like an hour after this, or an hour before, I think. So it's the time, yeah, maybe an hour before, because the times that they start are the times that we got to be at the rink, and we're at opposite rinks. So we go back and forth from this to Gambucci, but then so do they. When we're here, they're over there. We're there over there. We're here. So Delaney's skating out now to the right side as we're going from right to left. So again, starting on the power play, but so far hasn't made a difference in this game as they have 5 penalties, and we're 0 for 5 on the power play. Face-off won by dump rope, and another one? No, she just gets shouldered to the ground. They're just letting them play. Welch gets up and takes the puck now over to the near side. Now dump rope skating across, getting harassed. Pushed out on in the corner, gets cross-checked, don't call it, dump rope, skates across, fires it a shot wide right. Now up to the far side corner. Tome has it now, sends it back, trying to get it just out of reach of dump rope and LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating with it now. 1:28 left in the power play. LeBlanc gets it poke checked away by number 9, but pushes her off into the far side boards. Dump rope there to help too as LeBlanc boxes her out. Dump rope takes control of the puck, skates out in front of Delaney, now skating up the middle. Passing up behind Rodemaker, and it's going to be an icing. So a defensive zone face-off coming with on the power play. 1:12 left in the penalty for Grand Forks. Apparently they think they're calling too many penalties as they're not calling it too tight here now. Face-off is Oim, taken by Grand Forks. Back to 10, passes over center, back to McKenna. McKenna flings it out of the zone, but right to Grand Forks, and now they're going to send it back down in the zone for a offside, so neutral zone face-off coming. 14:03 left in the second, I should say. 1:04 left in the penalty for Grand Forks. Power play units, dump rope on the face-off, Beal and McKenna out there on offense. Defensive pairing of Turl and Isla Johnson back behind the net now. Turl calls off the dogs. Johnson tries to get after it, but skating down in there for it is Oim. That was Oim on the face-off, I guess, not dump rope. Shot down towards Delaney. Glove save, pushed over now, or picked it up, I guess. So 47. It's number 9. I was going to say I didn't see a number 6, but 9 was quick. Yeah. Yeah, standing on your head watching last night. Number 9's we got to watch. Wonder if she's got a penalty already, so 1 penalty for her. And a goal. Yeah, she's got the 1 goal. Anyways, down in the corner now, fighting for it. Back up to the blue line. We're on a power play, but they're running penalty or power play type offense. They're on the shorthanded. And now up the far side is Isla. Isla just dumps and chases. She'll be the first one there. Kind of passes it off the boards to herself, trying to get somebody up in front. Centering pass, trying to get it to McKenna through the stick of McKenna. Now back to dump rope at the blue line. Dump rope just takes it back out and resets. You got to wait for the zone to clear, and dump rope does. Dump rope sends it cross ice up to McKenna. McKenna has it, just dumps it back down in the zone, and back to full strength hockey. So 0 for 5 on the penalties so far, or the power play. Tome back skating now, passes up to dump rope. Dump rope mishandles the puck now. Skating near side is number 16. LeBlanc off to the near side, centering pass. Couldn't quite get handled by number 5 as she sends it back behind the net. Tome fighting for it with Dump Rope. Dump Rope has it now. Dump Rope skating up. Has Rodemaker up in front, but 2 girls to beat. Beats one. Skates on the back of another one. Loads up, fires, and a shot. Wide left. I thought that was in from here. Now all the way down to the near side on a rush is number 5. Trying to get back is Tome and Rodemaker. Shot pushed up over the top of the net by Delaney. Now over to the far side. Tome has it. Tome passes cross ice over to Horton. Horton enters the zone with it, skating down near side. Poke checked away, trying to keep it down in the zone. Now all the way down. That's going to be on Delaney. Delaney just pushes it off. And getting tangled up is Scarlett, but what are they calling offsides? You need that B word to channel her inner Tominator in games like this, Kai Sun says. Death taxes and a just a tome penalty. Yeah, they got to get aggressive out there because these girls are playing aggressive against them. So back now, down over to the near side. Picked up by Turl. Turl skating with it. Keeps control of it up against the near side boards and just dumps it down into the corner. Dump and chase. Sticks with it. Now over to the far side. Johnson at the blue line corner. Oem tries to keep it in, but now on a rush is number 12. Pushed off by Turl, back behind the net. Now number 9 just flying down there, the one we're supposed to watch, not number 6. Now off to the near side. Fighting for it now out front is Oem. Oem trying to get it to Horton, getting tangled up in sticks and skates. Up against the board. Now down to Turl. Turl launches one. That's going to be on net. So it kicked off, so there's no icing on that one. Flung all the way down and picked up right off the bench was one of the Grand Forks girls, but mishandled it, so taken away now by Johnson. Now over to the near side where LeBlanc has it, trying to get the zone cleared up by Welch. LeBlanc does get the zone cleared. Nice cross-ice pass over to Rodemaker, waiting all by herself, but it's a 1-on-2. Fires in a shot, center mass save. 10:38 left in the second, 2-2. Dump Rope going to be out there on the face-off. Welch and Rodemaker on offense. LeBlanc and Tome on the defense. Face-off won by Dump Rope. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc fires in a shot. Kick save goalie or pad save. Now over to the far side. Back to LeBlanc at the blue line. Puts in another one downrange, but missed wide left. Now puck up in the corner where Tome smashes it off the glass. Dump Rope out front. Dump Rope kind of getting a stick on her. Tries to get a shot, can't quite do it. Tome passes cross ice, intercepted though, so she's going to have to turn on the jets to get back, and does. Poke checks it away back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc's going to pick it up in stride, skate off towards the near side, strong side, left side. Waits to enter the zone, getting a lot of defensive pressure. Skates around one girl, backhanded shot, glove save, shot, rebound, save. Rodemaker trying to get one in there, centering pass, trying to get up to Welch. Can't quite get it up there, as now they're passing, sending down the other way. Dump Rope with it now, back behind the net. Send it over to Tome. Tome tries to get it up to Dump Rope. Dump Rope does pick it up. Advancing the puck now. It's a 3-on-3. Skates around one girl, puts on a dangle, fires in a shot. Save goalie. Nice move by Dump Rope. Can't quite get the puck in the back of the net for that on that one. Now up, fighting for it up in the corner. Stepping into it is Johnson. Fired a shot and off the skates of one of the defenders. Tome flying in there now. Now that was Scarlett who pushed a shot down in the corner and then forearm shivered a girl. She must have been getting a forearm shiver herself or something, so she's retaliated on that one. Now over to the far side, coming the other direction, putting a move on. Poke checked away nicely by Turl, but the girl regains control of the puck, skating with it. Shot across the face of Delaney, now over to the near side. 9 sends one down towards Delaney across the crease. Giving chase now is Turl. Turl pushes the girl up in the boards, but 5 takes control of it down in the corner. Skating around center. Poke checked off now by Oem. Now back down to Turl. Turl just finds an opening to dump it out and clear the zone. And it's not going to make icing. Goalie tips it off to her teammates. Sent it now. Here's number 3 on a little bit of a rush. Has number 9 up in front of her, but poke checked away by McKenna. Oem with it now out front. Sends one on net, wide left. Puck's on net, and then Oem hits the ice. I didn't see what happened there. And number 9, the dangerous one, skating off to the near side. pushed off by LeBlanc, keeps control of it. Centering pass intercepted nicely by Tome as they had a person right up front. Tome sends one down, trying to pass it up to Dump Rope, but Dump Rope tips it off on net. But goalie waiting for that one. And now they're coming the other direction. Pushed off to the left side, fires a shot, saved Delaney, puck loose in the crease, now over to the far side. And now, now Grand Forks calling for a penalty. It's like they haven't been doing that the whole time, but they're going to get it. Like parents holding their hands up, like, come on. How many of those have we seen that they haven't called? But LeBlanc enters the sin bin now for 2 minutes as they go on a power play with 7:47 left in the second. The last goal they scored was a power play goal, so let's see if our penalty kill unit can take care of business out there, and that's Dump Rope, Rodemaker, Turl, and Johnson. Face off by Dump Rope, 1 back to Johnson. Johnson skating with it onto the near side, just sends it up towards Rodemaker. Rodemaker can't quite get a stick on it as it's sent back down now. Shoveled back out, trying to get the zone cleared, still kept in, and loads up, fires in a shot, deflected by Rodemaker, pushed off to the far side. Turl trying to get the zone cleared. Can't quite get it out. Rodemaker there at the blue line, and then Parents calling again for a trip, but I don't think so. Shot pushed off by Delaney. Now near side boards. Back down in the corner. 1:25 left in the power play for Grand Forks as Skrull stops, reverses pass. Kept over in the near side corner looking for somebody out front. Centering pass, nobody home. Dump Rope going to try to sneak around the backside of that girl and does take the puck, but Grand Forks takes control of it again. And the blue line shot, saved Delaney, pushed off to the near side, or far side. Back behind the net. Grand Forks still has control of the puck. 1 minute left. This has been a long power play for Brainerd, it seems like. Now Dump Rope takes it, flings it off the boards to herself, and I kick the tripod. And coming the other way, we're getting a line change here coming, but maybe not an opportune time, but skating around a couple of girls, loads up, fires in a shot, save Delaney. That was a scary one for me. Maybe not so scary for her, but. So it's only been 1:15 off that power play, but we've spent almost all of 1:15 in our defensive zone. 44 seconds left in the penalty. Oim's going to be on the face-off. Tome out there with McKenna and Turl. Face-off taken by Brainerd. Back to Oim trying to get it up to Turl, but through a stick. 10's going to put pass down to the near side corner. Back up to the point. 10 passes back to the corner, deflected by Turl. Grand Forks has it, but Turl back behind the net now, pokes it out in front, gets tripped up, but sticks with it. McKenna's trying to get the zone cleared and does. Coming the other way now, Allie trying to get a stick on it. Does. She's got a little bit of her crease here, skating across ice. Center, shot, center mass save. 10 seconds left in the power play for Grand Forks. Penalty kill unit this time will be Isla, Johnson, Tome, McKenna, and Oim on the dot. Face-off won by Oim. Oim firing a shot, saved by the goalie. She won it and had a shot right there. It'll open, but a center mass save, and we're back to full-strength hockey as LeBlanc skates off the penalty, out of the penalty box, and we got to get somebody back out on the ice. And now Dump Rope skates on for 5-on-5. Pushed off now to the near side by Johnson. Is number 5 centering pass. Couldn't quite get it as Tome had her tied up out front. Now banged off the boards, coming the other direction. Grand Forks will be the first one there, but Dump Rope right there to challenge that one. Picked up now by Rodemaker. Puck loose out front. Shot save. Shot by Lila. That was a nice shot. Nice setup by the ladies. And coming down the other way. Banged off the glass. Now intercepted by Dump Rope. 5:09 left in the second. And a trip. Okay, there, as I say, they're surprised they're not going to call that. So another penalty. That's 6 of them thus far for Grand Forks. But they've been 0 for 5, Brainerd Little Falls, on the power play. So far, no harm, no foul in the penalties for Grand Rapids. Reminiscent of our team a couple years ago that we actually scored goals and played better on the penalty kills sometimes. It seems like that's kind of what Grand Forks is doing. They're playing pretty strong and got their, I suppose, 4 of their top skaters out there for the penalty kill. Face-off taken by Grand Forks. Now banged off the glass. Now up to Tome on the blue line circle. Loads up, fires in a shot. Save. She tried to pick out that 5-hole, and goalie closed her up the last second. But keep doing it. Keep putting pucks on net. Firing those blue line bombs. They are effective. Even for a rebound out front. Face-off won by Oim to Horton to Tome, trying to get it back to McKenna on the far face-off circle. McKenna looking for a centering pass. Sent back up now to LeBlanc. LeBlanc at the point. Sends it across to Tome. Tome slapper deflected. Pushed off now to the far side. Westfall has it now. Westfall passes up to Oim. Oim fired in a shot. Taken away now by the defender. Kept in now by Tome. Tome bangs it off the glass to herself. Tries to get up there, but retreated back to her defensive spot. Flung back behind the net now. Oim trying to get after it. Now LeBlanc keeps it up against the boards. Sends it back down in the zone. Oim takes the defensive spot of LeBlanc. She slides down. I hate those. 6 people. So now it's a penalty on Brainerd for 6 people on the ice. Those seem like they just might be elementary stuff there. So we had 1:07 left in the power play. But now we're going to be going 4-on-4 for 1:07, and then they go on a power play. Again, those are just dumb penalties. I get an aggressive penalty, knock a girl to the ice, prove a point, but just getting on the ice at the too quick or at the wrong time kills you. 15 skating with it, back around now. Skating up the far side, dishes it off, enters the zone, but it's going to be an offsides. Neutral zone face-off coming. 4 we have out there right now are LeBlanc, Dump Rope, Rodemaker, and Tome. Dump Rope's going to be on the face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off taken by Grand Forks. Number 9 has it, but poke checked away by Tome. Dump Rope trying to get a stick on it, just out of reach, but she comes back for it and gets control of it. And gets tangled up now, pushed up now to the near side. Over to the far side, Dump Rope getting up slow. Puck sent over by the net. Rodemaker fighting for it up in the corner. Now LeBlanc skating down in the near side corner. Dump Rope skates off. Oim skates on. LeBlanc, you can't see it because I didn't have the camera on it. Back over behind the net now. Wrap around attempt maybe. Yep, shot save. Puck loose out front. Kick save. Goalie save it. Kicked it out. Nice shot that the goalie kicked out at the last second. 15 seconds left in 4-on-4. Then Grand Forks goes on a power play. 2-2, 3:18 left in the second period. Oim out there with Welch, Turl, and Johnson. Oim on the faceoff, wins the faceoff. Welch out front, backhanded shot. Save goalie, pushed over to the far side. Banged up against the glass. Johnson just dumps it down. Kept in the zone now. Now on the power play, and straight out of the penalty box is one of the Grand Forks girls. So on a power play now is Grand Forks for another 45 seconds. Oim with it now. Gets poke checked away, now skating it in. Fires in a shot. Save Delaney, pushed off to the near side. Welch trying to corral it now. Send it over center ice. It's going to be put on Delaney, and she covers it. No, she didn't, but she pushed it off to the near side. She tried covering it up, but bounces it off over to the near side. Centering pass broken up by Oim, but bounced off the chest now of Scarlett and now to Welch. Welch advancing the puck up to the near side. Still sticks with it. Fighting for it down in the corner. 10 seconds left in the power play as Welch goes down. Referees keep their hands down. I didn't see what happened. Dump Rope with it up on the far side. Now she's going to skate it in. 3 seconds left, and we had to get out of the zone and did not. So it is a neutral zone faceoff coming here. 2:12 left in the second. 2 seconds left in the power play for Grand Forks. On the faceoff will be Dump Rope. Dump Rope wins the faceoff. Bangs it off the glass. And the door's open. As the girl just about got checked in there. Number 5 on a rush now. Turl up there, though. Girl stops, reverses paths. We're back to full-strength hockey, too, by the way. Off-angle shot deflected by the skates of Isla. Back behind the net now. Grand Forks has it. Centering pass out to 10. Loads up, fires in a shot. Wide right. Now back over to the left side. Johnson trying to get the puck out of the crease. Back behind the net now. Beal has it over in the near side corner. Beal passes to Dump Rope. Dump Rope got a little bit of room on the left side. Passes behind Rodemaker. Back over to the far side. The referee kicked that one down. Coming the other way now. Just dump and chase for Grand Forks. 1:26 left in the second. Oh, trying to get sent over by Isla, but broken up by number 9. Now fighting down in the corner with it. Beal has it now picked up by Scarlett. Scarlett just flings it up, and she's going to try to get there first. And not going to be enough to get there. Oh, she did get there. I didn't say that was going to be an icing, but maybe didn't cross 3 lines. Shot from the point by Oim, but missed wide right. Now Beal overskated it. Now near side. Tome trying to keep it in. Can't do it. Banged off the glass and tripped up was one of our girls, LeBlanc, but she got back up. Oim with it now. I thought we were way down there, but they waited so they weren't offsides as they enter the zone. Puck bouncing around now by the Brainerd bench. And picked up now by number 5. She's on a little bit of a rush. Back skating by herself is LeBlanc, but McKenna right on her tail. She poke checks it away to the far side. LeBlanc pushes her up against the boards, and they take the puck, send it up the far side boards. But back down in there. A little pushing and shoving going on by LeBlanc and that other girl. 18 seconds left in the period. As Tome got a little bit of a shoulder check into the boards, but fighting for it now. Both of them are with the sticks flying. LeBlanc pokes it out of there. And zone cleared, but that'll be the period. So, 2-2 after 2. And for a little while here, we'll have full-strength hockey. Good period by the Lays, a physical period. And we had one more penalty there, too. Let's see. Shots this. Now I have 20 to 14, if that's correct. I don't know. In the favor of Brainerd Little Falls. Ashley had a penalty. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 penalties. We have 3 penalties. They have 6. One of them was kind of a foolish penalty, but penalty nonetheless. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, got a few minute break here, and they've cleaned the ice in between the last period, so they'll be waiting to jam after this period between the games. Delaney get coached up over there by Coach Haar, the other ladies by Coach Jess and Katie. The referee blows the whistle, says get on out of here. I got to change the period so we know we're in the 3rd period, as not to confuse all you folk. Period 3. So Delaney's going to skate off to the left side. And try not to get a copyright infringement here by listening to Journey. Horton skating out, going to be part of the starting 5 in the 3rd period. LeBlanc back on defense with Tome, McKenna, and Oim round out the 5. Oim on the face-off, taken by Grand Forks as they take it now, enters the zone right away, but LeBlanc pushes her off to the far side, pins her up against the wall, gets taken down. Back behind the net, Oim getting a lot of defensive pressure, taken by Grand Rapids, fighting for it back behind the net is LeBlanc. Centering pass, nobody home, up to Horton, up to the far side blue line. Horton has it still in the zone, trying to get the zone cleared, and does. I'll just dump back in. It's offsides. No, guess not. Banged off the glass by LeBlanc, or the boards. Oim fighting for it up in the corner. Going the other direction now. 15 has it, skating around near side. McKenna swatting at it with her stick. And pushed off now is Tome. Now back over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc has it, tries to get it up to Oim, but off of her skates. Now skating around in the neutral zone is number 5. McKenna giving chase, pushing her off far side, skating back behind the net. Centering pass out front, broken up by Tome, but back up to the point, sent back down to Tome. Tome takes it away. Westfall flings it up and gets his zone cleared up by Horton. Horton giving chase, puck enters the zone, knocked out now by Oim as we're in a line change. I say don't get another too many players on the ice penalty. Rodemaker skated in and took a shot to the face, a nice punch, but they're letting him play. Back over to the far side is Scarlett. Dump Rope has it now back behind the net. Dump Rope getting harassed as she takes it and still has the control of the puck, pushes it off, gets the zone cleared, loses control of it at the blue line. Back skating now is Johnson off the skates of Johnson. Turl back there too, fighting for position. As 12 gets to it first, centering pass, but Rodemaker picks that one up out front. She just dumps it and chases. She'll be the first one there though. She's a speedy skater off to the far side. Trying to get some offensive pressure going here, but sent back up to Dump Rope. Dump Rope has it now, skating it around center. Johnson at the blue line corner. Loads up, fires in a shot, deflection. Come on, we need you. He is our friend, but didn't work. Zone cleared, but Johnson's going to take it back, set it back up. Backhand passes up to Turl. Turl sends one down off the skates of a girl. Here comes Rodemaker. She's got it a little bit open, can't handle the puck. Centering pass, puck loose over on the far side. Couldn't quite keep her stick on it. His Turl went flying into the boards, but got back up. Shot now by Rodemaker, wide right. Rodemaker with it down in the corner now, centering pass. Couldn't quite get it to Lila as it was flying by at about chest high. And all the way down to the other end, and it's going to be an icing. 12-18 left in the game, 2-2. Offensive zone face-off coming here. Williams going to skate out there with Beal, Westfall, Tome, and LeBlanc. So on the face-off circle, in the face-off circle will be Oim. Oim wins the face-off, back to the backboard by herself. Loads up, fires a shot, save. Off-angle shot, tried almost like a wraparound. And wrapped up tight by their goalie. A defensive zone face-off coming, or offensive zone face-off coming now with Oim. One by Oim, same setup, centering pass, shot, save off the face of the goalie, puck bouncing around in the crease, can't be, another shot couldn't be put on. LeBlanc tries to keep it in, sends it over to the near side. And coming the other direction now, back skating is Tome. That girl's just swinging her stick around, and LeBlanc is just welcoming it, like, come get me. There's Oim, gets tangled up down there, tries to get control of the puck, tries to get it to center, but number 9, one of their better players. And what is going on? You just like rip her down by her head and just call that good as the referees just stand there with their hands in their pockets. Oim fires in a shot, save easily by the goalie. So I guess they don't really care about girls grabbing other girls by the head and tearing them to the ice because there's nothing unsafe about that whatsoever. And when it comes to hockey, in the NFL, that would be called a horse collar, and that's a full contact game as well. Dump Rope on the faceoff now. 11:30 left in the game. Ooh, backhanded shot by Dump Rope, a little bit high and right. Now sent over to the far side, coming the other direction. Cross ice pass, couldn't quite get handled, but Dump Rope picks it up off the stick of one of the Grand Forks girls. Skating around far side, trying to skate out front. Now far side centering pass, but taken away by number 19 as she's skating it up. Just flings it off the boards. Gets it over towards Johnson. Johnson gets his zone cleared. Now Rodemaker fighting for it down there. Dump Rope comes in there, puts a shoulder into a girl. And what are you talking about? Oh, he's looking at the other girl. And I say, what do you mean a penalty? That was the softest check I've ever seen. Now bodies flying, shot, puck loose out front. Delaney sprawled out and pushed off now by Johnson. Johnson has it over now to the near side. Turl sends it all the way up over towards Horton, gets the zone cleared. Coming the other direction. 15 has it now as she's skating down, entering the zone. Johnson back skating, Oim flying over there. Rodemaker took a shoulder, flew into a girl, and getting tripped into the boards, but letting them play. Oim has it now. Grand Forks takes control of it now. Center pass over to the top of the face-off circle. Loads up, fires in a shot, gloved out of the air by Delaney. 10-10 left in the game. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off coming here. LeBlanc skating out there with Oim, Tome, Welch, and Westfall. Oim on the face-off now. Face-off won by Oim to herself as she takes it now, driving up the near side boards. Tries to pass it up to Westfall, but through her sticks and skates, and it'll be a icing. And yet our injury report, Kai San was just asking, Ellie Hogstead is injured, Jessa is injured, and Har is injured. So 3 good girls we could be using in a physical game like this, but pass ice or cross ice pass broken up by Welch, not a Westfall. Westfall just dumped it down, and it'll be an icing. Another defensive zone faceoff coming here. 9:51 left in the third. On the faceoff will be Oim. Same personnel out there as the last faceoff. LeBlanc getting tangled up there. We get a penalty. Pick the puck up, so 7 penalties now for the Grand Rapids girls. But like I said, we haven't capitalized on one yet, so far hasn't really hurt them. Now let's try to keep us penalty free, as to not do a 4-on-4. And that dog's eating air. Defensive zone face-off coming here. Rodemaker out there on the dot is Dump Rope. LeBlanc and Tome on defense. Beal on the other offensive pairing. Face-off won by Dump Rope. Puck back now to Rodemaker. Rodemaker circling around, passes across ice to Tome. Tome skating with it far side, face-off circle. Back passes it, trying to get it up to Dump Rope. Dump Rope keeps it in at the face-off, or top of the face-off circle. Centering pass. Now to Dump Rope, fires in a shot. Save! Goal! Nice pass by Tome to Dump Rope, and finally the ladies capitalize on their 7th penalty of Grand Forks. Dump Rope fires one in to take the lead now with 9:27 left. To me, it looked like it was a glove save, so I yelled save. And so 3-2 now, 9:27 left. Now we just gotta put another one in and hold them off. Like I said, coming the other direction now. That was the 7th power play that gloves pushed off by Delaney. 7th power play, they finally capitalized on one. Was a nice play by Tome. Dump Rope to Tome, back to Dump Rope, and now here comes Scarlett. Loads up, fires in a shot, glove save. Nice move by Scarlett to take it end to end. As she's going now, centering pass. Trying to be kept in now by Johnson, but she can't, so back skate and just flings it up against it, and it's going to be offsides. So neutral zone face-off coming here. 8:57 left in the game. What'd you say, Kai-san? You never answered my text. I answered you online. You heard me. You heard my injury report. You just like it when I text you things instead. If I had a cameraman here, I'd be able to text you. Face-off was taken by Oim. Fighting for it down in the corner now. Oim gets tripped up. Puck loose on the near side boards. Johnson going to have to push the girl off the puck. Sends it back behind the net. Johnson picks it up. Bangs off the boards, trying to get it up to Horton. Horton gets his own cleared. Back up to neutral. Now flying up there to 1,000,000 miles an hour is Johnson. Johnson loads up, puts in a shot. Goal! Isla Johnson takes the puck over on the far side boards. Buries one top shelf, glove side high. And now let's keep the pressure on here as the ladies enter the Selly line with Isla Johnson leading it. With a 4-2 lead with 8:31 left in the game, but there's a lot of time left and a lot can happen in a very short amount of time. Face-off was taken by Brainerd. Now Westfall back, pushing it off into the near side boards. Tome fighting for it, or Oim fighting for it behind the boards, and now we're gonna get a penalty. See a trip on Brainerd. So now we're gonna be shorthanded. That's going to be McKenna. Looks like she's the guilty party skating over. Yep. McKenna Westfall has the anger of her father in her as she enters the sin bin for Brainerd's 4th penalty of the game. So we're really not too far behind the 7 of Grand Forks. And they've capitalized on one of them so far. 1 power play goal for each team so far. Face-off was taken by Grand Forks. Fired in a shot. Saved Delaney. Puck loose over onto the near side. Back behind the net is LeBlanc. LeBlanc pushes it up the far side. Gets the zone cleared. Cross-ice pass now to Grand Forks. So they're skating it into the zone. Shot wide right. Now over to the far side where LeBlanc has it again. Dishes it up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker bangs it off the boards to get the zone cleared. Now back down to the near side. Trying to keep the zone cleared was Tome. LeBlanc has it, passes it up to Welch. Welch getting tangled up at center ice. Flying in there was Rodemaker trying to get a stick on it. Couldn't quite do it. Now to Tome. Tome, nice cross-ice pass up there to Rodemaker. Rodemaker gets defended and pushed up against the boards, but sent now back down far side corner. 1:05 left in the power play. Number 5, she's pretty fast. She's on a rush now. Skating across center. Isla Johnson, no. LeBlanc pushes her off and gives a big shove. Let's not get a 5-on-3 here, Ashley. I like your fire and tenacity, but she's fighting for the puck over in the corner. Now that other 5 just came in there, and Ashley does like a body drop on her, trying to like disguise that as possibly falling, and it's going to be an offsides. So 41 seconds left in the penalty. Let's not play into their game, ladies, and play dirty. I get the fire, but let's wait until we're at least full strength before we get obvious frustration penalties. Face-off taken by Dump Rope as she's just motoring around trying to get after that puck. Dump Rope with it now at the blue line. Does get the zone cleared. Back down to Grand Forks. Banged off the shoulder of one of the girls. Now picked up in stride is Grand Forks. Scarlett pushing her off to the far side. Intercepted now by Oim. Poke checked away now. Sent down towards Delaney. Delaney pushes it off with her stick. Turl has it now. Pushed over to the far or near side. Sent down to the top of the face-off circle. Skating around far side. Oim putting some defensive pressure on it. Number 9's their good player. Puts a shot on net. Misses wide right. Rebound now. Number 5 has it back behind. Back to full strength hockey. Brainerd. Centering pass coming. Nope. Shot deflected off of Turl, but back behind the net is number 9. Oim picks it up. Oim was getting hooked from behind and gets his zone cleared, trying to get it up to Horton. And it was just about an open rush there by Dump Rope, but defended nicely. Now coming the other direction. Ooh, dangle. Number 5 fires in a shot. Saved Delaney. Pushed off now by Turl. Now over to the near side. Sent up to the corner. Tried to put a shot in. Broken up by McKenna. Turl has it now, trying to get the zone cleared, and she's getting cross-checked from behind by number 9, but they're just letting them play. Letting them play, I mean, by Grand Forks, just getting away with all these dumb, egregious, pretty obvious penalties to me, but maybe that's not a penalty in their eyes in 15U hockey. And it's Grand Forks they're playing, so it's some home cooking, I think. Now skating close center here is number 5, who's got a little bit of speed. Pushed off the far side, shot, the stick saved by Delaney. Now pushed over to the far side where Rodemaker has it. Trying to get the zone cleared. Now back to Tome. Tome sends cross ice through both sticks of Westfall and Rodemaker. Grand Forks does dump it back down in the zone, but picked up easily by Tome. Tome clears the zone. Skating it up against the near side. Loads up, fires in a shot. Center mass save. 4:59 left. This game is ticking by extremely slow for me for some reason, as the ladies try to hold on to a 4-2 lead right now. Even the penalties seem to have been going slow for when we were on the penalty kill, but then opposite when we're on the power play. Face-off taken. Oim fighting for it down in the corner. Stepping into it is Rodemaker. Rodemaker puts a shoulder into a girl. Hi, Jer. Now back over to the near side. LeBlanc bangs it up against the glass. Kind of did some fancy stick work trying to decide what she wanted to do with it. Coming the other way now. Poke checked away by Rodemaker. Rodemaker snipes it away from her. Coming the other direction now. Sent up by Tome. Tome to LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating strong side, left side, up to the far side corner. Puts on a shot. Center mass save. So, puck's on net. Keep it up, ladies. 4:25 left in the game. 4-2, Brainerd Little Falls. Dump rope out there on the dot. Welch and Westfall on the offensive side. Scarlett Terrell and Isla Blades of Glory Johnson on the defense. Scarlett loads up, fires in a shot, a floater up over the top of the net. Near side boards now. Johnson keeps it in, sends it back down. Trying to get kept in the zone now by Dump Rope, but taken out by Grand Forks. Johnson sends it back down up towards Dump Rope. Dump Rope puts a nice move on, puts another nice move on. She's out front, loads up, fires in a shot. Puck loose. Save, another shot. Save, misses wide right. Oh, that was a good shot opportunity there. Now back up to Johnson. She's looking for her second goal of the game. Loads up, fires in a shot, looking for a deflection. Wide left and high. Dump Rope with it now, skating around towards center. Gets laid out. They might have lost an edge there. Now puck's going to be on, nope, that's an icing. I thought it was going to be on net, but 3:40 left in the game. Offensive zone face-off coming here as the Gales skate back down. And looks like it will be Allie Oim on the dot. No, Rodemaker switching over to the center position. Oim is a forward now. Horton is the other forward. Johnson and Turl, the defensive pair. Jay Rodemaker's going to be on the dot, and they're going to kick her out right away, but he looks like he's looking at the Grand Forks girl instead. Face-off taken by Grand Forks. Skating up now, 9 passes cross ice. Back skating is Terrell. Back over to this, back pass, fired in a shot, wide left. Now back to 15, puts up another shot, deflection, and getting tripped from behind was Terrell, but Bohr, give us a 10 finally here. I mean, that's the second time they've done that. Coach Katie probably calling him over like, sorry, come here. Like, I don't know, I thought she was talking to the ref. Like, can we get a 10-minute here? I mean, that's the second time. I said, don't like to keep bringing up Dump Rope's 10-minute quote-unquote boarding. That was not even a quarter of these last two that we've seen checks into the boards. And they are, I think. They're putting someone else in there. There, we get a 10 now. 2 and 10, as they call it. So she's out for the rest of the game. Is that the 2 and 10 thing? Is that the 2 and 10 they call it? They should have been that earlier this game already. So I can't see. That was there. That's number 9 too, isn't it? Is that number 9? So number 9, their stud player, with her second for sure penalty, is out the rest of the game now because she would be out for 10 minutes due to boarding. But there's only 3 minutes left in the game. But we are on a power play now, so it'll be 5-on-4. There'll be 2 girls in the penalty box. 1 serving the penalty for number 9, and number 9 serving her own 10 minutes. So, way to take one for the team there, Horton, as she got piled into the boards from behind. They're kicking her off the ice. Yeah. You're out of here, they said. You go to the locker room. Oh, that's how it should be. Said there was one that should have been already earlier. Maybe that's why. Maybe that was her 3rd penalty of the game, I guess. I could look that up real quick, like. I think that's only her 2nd one, though. Let's see. Penalty 1 for number 9. 2 for number 9. 3 for number 9. 4. Oh, that was a goal. She's really racking up penalties. She's got 6 penalties in 2 games then. So Brainerd Little Falls on a power play. Coming the other way though, kept in nicely by LeBlanc. Sent now down over the shoulder of Tome, but back behind there is LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends it up, tries to get it up towards Rodemaker. Getting tangled up at the blue line circle. Now sent back down in the Brainerd zone. Wow, Claire says. I'm guessing that's Claire that said wow a while ago. I forgot to read that. Now Dump Rope has it. Sends it up ice to Westfall. Tipped up by Westfall, but picked up now by Rodemaker. Rodemaker sends a centering pass off the side of the cage. Back up in the far side corner. Fighting for it is Westfall. Don't get don't get involved in their shenanigans with throwing sticks and punches. LeBlanc is just sitting there waiting for someone to pass to. Passes it to Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating. She's got a wide open lane. Fires in a shot. Save. Puck loose. Rebound attempt. Rodemaker not there. Sent off to the far side. LeBlanc flies in there to try to get after it. 1 minute left in the power play for Brainerd Little Falls. 2 minutes left in the game. Shot fired in by McKenna. Wide right. Now over to the near side. Kept in now by Dump Rope. Tipped up. Now LeBlanc's going to step into that one. Pushes in a shot. Save. Pushed off by the stick of the goalie. Near side corner. Fighting for it down there is Rodemaker. Dump Rope picks it up back behind the net. She's getting pushed up into the boards. Dump Rope fighting for it all by herself. Beal tries to get down there and help. Sent all the way down. That might be on net. No, Delaney's going to leave it be. So that'll be a offensive zone faceoff coming. 30 seconds left in the penalty. 1:40 left in the game. Brainerd with a 4-2 lead. Face-off taken by Oim. Oim has it out front, loads up, fires in a shot, center mass save. So Oim wins the face-off, gets tipped up by, I think it was by Welch, and then back to Oim possibly. Then Oim fired in a shot, but couldn't sneak her past. Oim wins the face-off again, over to Welch. Welch tips it over to Beal. Beal goes backhanded shot, wide left of the goal. Now banged up against the boards. Johnson tries to push a shot in, but intercepted by number 3. 10 seconds left in the power play. 1:20 left in the game. 3 on a rush. Pushed out to the far side by Johnson. Johnson takes away the puck. Now sent over, coming around the near side is Isla. Isla's got a goal already today. She's looking for a second one. Puts a move on one girl. Skates off to the right side. Loads up, fires in a shot. Glove save. Puck loose now out in front. Oim has it, centering pass, puck right out in front. Oh, fanned on by Welch and kicked out of there by one of the defenders, but picked up by Turl. Turl skating with it back behind the net. Less than a minute left in the game. 50 seconds to be exact. Pushed over to Johnson, who keeps it down in the zone. Back to full strength hockey, too, by the way. Welch flies in with the shoulder. Beal has it out center now. Passes it over to Turl, but intercepted and poke checked away. Come down there, but Johnson's going to be the first one there. Johnson with it back behind the net. Back passes it to Turl. 30 seconds left in the game. Oim has it now. Pushing the girl up against the boards as she lets Beal get after it to clear the zone. Fighting for it down there is Rodemaker, Beal, and Oim. Johnson passes back behind Turl. 10 seconds left as Turl just dumps it down, waving off icing. So that'll kill the game there pretty much. So another tight one by the ladies. Played tight. And then number 5 comes in there with a slashing penalty at the very end. At least put that in the books. That's symbolic of how the game went. Some dirty plays there by Grand Forks, who ended up with that last one. I'm counting. It goes in the books as 9 penalties. So Brainerd Little Falls coming out victorious, overcoming all the dirty play of Grand Forks with a score of 4-2. I have total shots on goal, 20 for Grand Forks, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 31 for Brainerd Little Falls. 9 penalties for Grand Forks, although we only capitalized on one of them. So let me see if they counted that last penalty. It did. It went in the books. So scoring was mixed around today a little bit. Isla with a goal. Aaliyah with a goal. Aaliyah with 2 goals. And Alicia with a goal. And Ashley LeBlanc opened up the scoring. Oh, no, that must have been a penalty. So that's 5 goals. I can count. So it's Ashley, Aaliyah, and Isla. So Aaliyah got 2, Ashley got 1, and Isla got 1. So nice job. I think Aaliyah was leading. Was she like second or third in the points after the first game? In goals, I believe, and now she's got 2 more to add to the 2 she had in the first game. So as the gals skate off, the next game now Next game, I believe, is the one on the other side that I don't have great reception for. Let me see here. Brainerd, Fergus Falls, and the Judd side. Yes, so that's the side that doesn't have great reception. But I think I found a corner that it does, so if you can't find me or whatever, if I can't go live because of no reception, like I said, there was that website, what is it called? The Red Rooster or something? No, it's not Red Rooster. It's Red something. Red Pepper. RedPepperCam.com. If you go to that, if you don't see me on there, you should be able to watch it on the Judd side. So, Claire says, good job from Claire. Awesome game, ladies. They did a great job. Spread the goals around. They didn't get too involved in all the shenanigans and rough play. Got involved just enough, but kept their tempers in check to not hurt themselves too bad. So now I'll have to play Fergus Falls, which Fergus beat this team. I think it was 7-4. So it'll be another good game against Fergus, which it always is. So that one is at, what did I tell you, 7? There's too many games here. 7 o'clock, so if I'm not back here at 7 o'clock, look at that redpeppercam.com, and then, but otherwise I'm going to try, hopefully, like I said, I think I found a pocket of good reception, so. All right, with that, thanks for watching. Watch for deer.